What is happening, folks? MC Dirty Work reporting to you live from New York City on 9/11, year 2021. Here we are again, but in uncharted territories, pushed way past Church and Vesey, because now they've killed two birds with one stone, putting the COVID-19 vaccination registration for the families that have to actually go through all this crap just to pay homage to their dead relatives. So they decided that it was going to take the entire block from Church all the way to Vesey to do that. But I'm here with Elbing 112 of the legendary breakdance crew, the legendary Rocksteady crew. What is it?
Floor Masters. Floor Masters, right? So anyway, he's, what they refer to as a 9/11 red zone survivor. And basically, he's just going to tell you a story as he's told me so many times. What happened to him, where he was that day, what he saw, what he felt, etc. How you doing, guys? Yeah, my name is Elvin Rodriguez. They call me El Boogie when I dance, and El Bing. I'm a graffiti artist, and I was basically brought up with arts. I'm able to talk to you, communicate right now. For anyone, because of my arts. Just dipping and dabbing with my arts was my therapy for my brain. Which when I say brain, I'm referring to a shockwave injury to the brain.
Take that thing off your mouth while we're outside so they can hear you good.
I suffered a shockwave injury to the brain on September 11, 2001. And that shockwave injury changes you completely. First off, I had seizures. I flatlined a few times.
You want to go over here where it's quieter? Oh wait, no parking anytime. Yeah, we'll go over here where it's quieter, you know what I mean? This is a very important story. We could sit right here.
Where to start, like what I'm going to say.
Yeah, I
don't want to stay under I don't know how long I'm going to be on the phone.
Word, nah, I hear you. How many times have we been at raves and parties just dancing?
But let me just give you guys a brief look at what we referring to. That's not where it was when it fell. Actually, when your guys see the World Trade Center, it's that way. Liberty Street is where the block I was at when the building started to fall. Anyway, I want to dib and dab about a person who I am before the incident happened with the shockwave injury, because it changes you. As a kid, I enjoyed drawing and coloring crayons very early, and I began drawing very early, and I became an artist. I went to the Boys Club at 5 years old. I joined on my 5th birthday, October 8th, and I
can't order for you. I got you.
Yeah, and I feel comfortable doing it.
Yeah, it's all good, home. Just keep going.
Anyway, as a child, I loved arts. Like I said, I joined the Boys Club at 5 years old, and from 5 years old to 18, I never missed a day in school. Like, I'm having a real issue with my teeth like that. They can hear me like this, man. They're gonna have to.
So let me get this right. On the day that everything happened, you were just kind of, you from out in New York, so you was just kind of going from one place to another. And you know what I mean?
My career was based on Chambers Street.
On work basically on Chambers Street.
I worked on Christie Street, which is 8 blocks away.
Oh, all right. So you was leaving work or going to work?
We was at work.
Oh, at work.
When the first building got hit, I was actually in the first tower got hit. I was in the lunchroom.
Right.
It was a city job. I worked for Administration for Children's Services at Christie Street.
Right.
And as I was eating my breakfast, someone said, "Oh, I heard the World Trade Center got hit by a plane."
And I'm thinking it's a pilot plane.
Yeah.
You know, like a regular, you know,
A little
a
Cessna.
four-seater Cessna.
Yeah.
And
That's what I was thinking.
and so I saw the little fire coming out the building, and then it was like the reports came in the news that it wasn't a Cessna, that it was indeed a terrorist attack. So then people in the job started panicking. Mind you, my desk where I sat at, my window, the World Trade Center is right in front of my window. I was in that job 10 years. 10 years I came to my office, sat down, and that was my view. World Trade Center. I had I was working on my desk, and the World Trade Center right there out the window in front of me at Christie Street. That's how close I was.
And
to
that's
it.
the first building, and you watching it burn the whole time.
And it's burning. So now we have on my floor, out of all the buildings, I have a balcony on top of that.
Did they evacuate y'all?
People used to come out from the city to go to the balcony and smoke their cigarettes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm a cigarette smoker. I go outside, smoke a cigarette in the balcony, and open the door, and I'm right back at my desk.
Right.
You know? So we in the balcony, and we looking at it, and all of a sudden we see another plane coming. So my first thought in my mind was that was a fireman plane. Like when they turn off fryers, they have like something. They have some foam liquid that the planes drop or helicopters drop over the fire. And I don't know, for some reason I thought that plane was going to be a fire. But I said that, in my mind it's like, that plane's not red. You know what I'm saying? It's not a fireman plane. So as the plane starts coming closer and closer, we realize that it's a giant fucking jumbo jet.
And this is the first plane.
This is the second building. This is the second building.
All right.
So then
the second building that got hit.
So from my view, it came right. The second plane went right over the Bowery. If you're familiar with New York City, down by downtown in Manhattan,
right over the
Bowery. It's a Chinatown and a Little Italy combined. And so I'm inside. The Bowery is the street that goes over. The airplane was actually right over the fucking Bowery. You know what I'm saying? So if you was walking by the Bowery like that, the plane flew right over you like 400 feet above your head. You know what I'm saying? Full speed. So imagine
literally right above the Bowery.
Yeah. So I'm looking out the
almost like
my
it's
window.
driving down the Bowery.
I'm looking out the window, and then the plane does it starts going down, and it does a wicked U-turn.
Yeah.
And when it did that U-turn, I lost sight of the plane for like 2 seconds, 3 seconds, because I'm like, plane turned, and all of a sudden you saw the fire come up, burst out the World Trade Center 2. Right in front, I see that shit burst out. All the fire come out. I'm like, oh shit. Like, yo. So now we in my job, so now everyone's bugging out.
Probably bomb and plane simultaneously, but whatever.
Yeah. So we had to wait for the person who's in charge of the directors to get permission to release us. So we waited like 8, 9, 10 minutes, 12 minutes for us to release. As soon as they released, people started jumping on the train going home. My college was a few blocks away. So I decided to go to my college. So I left my job and walked to my college. I was attending Baltimore Community College at the time. I had 46 college credits. I was going for film, and my GPA was 3.8. My last 13 classes that I got A+ for my last 13 classes before the World Trade Center stopped everything. When the World Trade Center happened, I had just had 13 straight A+. I have my college transcripts. I save it. You know, I got only 48 credits. I never graduated.
That's like me. I never graduated, but I still got some credits.
Because I was attending Baltimore Community College, and when after the World Trade Center happened, I had an injury to my brain. I had a shockwave injury to my brain that it made me forget everything I was studying. When I was in school, I felt like embarrassed. I didn't know what was going on.
I mean, you were knocked clean out, right? I mean, wasn't it something like you was knocked out, and then by the time that you woke up with the paramedics, the other building had fallen?
Listen, I was when I left my job and I went to World Trade Center, Fitterman Hall. At BNCC is 2 or 3 blocks down. We had a small campus called Fitterman Hall. So out of my 4 classes I would take per semester, One of my classes was out of the school, and I had to walk to Fetterman Hall. So I'm familiar with the Fetterman Hall area. So when I got off the train, because I was going to college in the nighttime, and I worked during the day, full time. I had a city job. I was working 9 to 5 for Manhattan Division Child Protective Services, and from 6 o'clock to 11 o'clock at night, I was going to college. And I did that for 3 years, and I ain't never missed one day in school. I have it all on my college transcript. Right? I'm just want to emphasize this, so you can see where this is going. The person who I was before the World Trade Center, before my shockwave injury to my brain, had a full-time job. I was working for Manhattan Division Child Protective Services. We had offices all over. We was in charge of the East region. So I would oversee a lot of these agencies over here. So but I didn't really want to go that path for my career. I wanted to go for film. That's why I was going to school in the nighttime. Now, in 1990, I decided that I wanted more for my culture. I wanted to put my culture in comedy.
You're talking about the hip hop culture?
I'm talking about my b-boy culture. Like
B-boy culture.
Not only do I, like people say I dance, right?
Right.
And I do the graffiti.
Right.
Oh, and,
Just like
and he
rap,
dressed. He was always fly. He was always fly.
5 elements. We always forget the human beatbox.
And everything that he do is smooth. So like to do that all your life, to dance, to do graffiti. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I wanted to bring that to a different element. So my thought was I'm gonna write a book, and my book is gonna be so good that somebody like Steven Spielberg, whoever, Disney, picks it up, and we could turn that book into a movie.
Right.
Now, the movie that I would dream to do, it was basically, it's not going to be about me.
Right.
I just did a documentary.
Right.
You know, and we shot it in California, Las Vegas. It was a hit. I got an award for best documentary.
Right.
And another one for best video.
Well, check it out.
This is a documentary, but my ambition is bringing this into cartoons.
All right, I got about
comedy.
like 3 minutes left on this, and we might do another one. But I want to hear about that feeling you felt when you said you was out, and you know what I mean. You felt the feeling of the ground like rumbling, almost like an earthquake or whatever. When one of them buildings went down. But the thing
is, when I went down, like I honestly don't, I can't say if it was a floor shaking, but like I don't think it was the floor shaking. I think that was more the actual shockwave injury to the brain. So, pressure was released,
right?
And it could be exactly what you're talking about.
All right.
But like my shaking, I'm thinking this ground is shaking. I think it's more that my brain.
Because there's other people that have described the same shit you described,
but honestly, the feeling that I'm referring to, it did feel like it's equivalent to the floor shook.
Yeah.
Because something shook.
Well, friends, this is Elvin, Elbing 112 of the, what is it? I'm so sorry, I can't remember the crew.
Listen, I grew up with Rocksteady. Rocksteady, you know I love y'all. My East Side Rocksteady, you know I love y'all. We go back within our barrio. But you know, I'm a floor master.
Floor master.
But I grew up and raised with a lot of the rock steady. You know what I'm saying?
That's where I know from, the rave scene. You know,
so
I was emceeing a show in Harlem, and I just ran into the bull like a year ago. You know, I do 9/11 truth work, and hell, he's a red zone survivor. So you know, what I mean, we just hit it off right off the bat. But for right now, because in the interest of not having a lot of film, I am MC DirtyWork signing off from I'm signing. Right. That's where I'm signing off from. Don't drink for 20 years and stop. If you can drink for 20 years, just keep drinking and fucking do your thing. MC DirtyWork from NYC 2021. I wish it was better circumstances. It's not. It's 9/11. I shall see y'all